All right, gonna find out just how weird the KVJ show is. Doing a little bit of a poll here. We'll give you the percentages in our Raise Your Hand poll. Now, if this applies to you, simply raise your hand. Now you can watch on KVJ TV, see who's saying yes to what. Everybody else, you're going to get what percent of us do this. 5 of us total. Even Suits will raise his hand in there running KVJ TV. So we'll give you the percentage of KVJ show people that are booger eaters. Have you ever eaten your boogers? Okay, let me reframe this because I think a lot of people will when they're kids. And, you know, we probably all say, yeah, I'll bet I haven't since I was 6. So let's say, have you eaten a booger after the age of 18? Are you an adult booger eater? Raise your hand if you have intentionally nibbled on a piece of your snot.
I know a girl who is smoking hot, and she is known to eat her boogers, and she doesn't think no one knows. But there was a football game. Everyone was watching the game, and she's in the corner picking her nose and then eating her booger, and she didn't think anyone saw it. And it's multiple occasions.
Okay.
It happens, man. I mean, she's really good looking.
Yeah.
Not that booger eaters know.
What's her name?
I will not say it. Oh my gosh.
I've accidentally eaten boogers. Not intentionally, though. I went to flick one out a window once, and it flew back in, and it stuck to my cheek. And then I was eating in my car, and I was wiping my face. And
You thought it was a piece of meat?
I ate it, and I was like, that was a booger, darn.
That was a piece of relish.
Oh, darn. Thought it was a pickle.
By the way, that's what Denny says when he gets mad. Oh, darn.
Darn. Okay, so you've intentionally picked your nose, and then you ate it. If this applies to you, raise your hand. Okay.
Wow. Shocking.
Yeah, we have got one hand raised. 20% of the
Animal.
KVJ show adult booger eaters.
Absolute animal.
Okay. Try to find
And
out.
that's coming from David Lee Broth. You know you're bad if he thinks you're worse.
No, I like that.
Okay, next. Have you ever had sex in the hot tub or pool?
Oh, jeez.
Sex in a hot tub or pool, raise your hand. Okay. We got 80% of the show.
I wonder who's the one who has
One holdout. One person has not.
it. I wonder who that is.
Okay. Next up here, raise your hand if you are worried that your privates are too small. Raise your hand if you've ever had that thought. It'd be like going, I wish it was bigger. Raise your hand.
Rock and roll.
Okay. One person on the show.
One person?
Yep.
That's it?
Well, are you playing or
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I'm raising my hands. That's how I'm doing it. Yeah.
David Lee Broth is so difficult.
I just thought he was like doing devil horns into the camera.
No, I don't want
okay.
to. I don't want to ruin the game, but
Just do this.
Yeah.
don't tell me how to live my life, woman. I'm here to derail the show.
Mission accomplished.
She gave me a lot of vodka, man.
I handed you the bottle. You're the one that chugged like half a cup.
You mean to tell me you're gonna give vodka a whole bottle to David Lee Broth and he's not gonna chug it? That's on you.
Okay, so we got 2 hands raised. 40% of the show is concerned about the size of their privates. Okay. What about this? Have you ever watched a porn of the same sex? Ever watched a porn of the same sex? Raise your hands if you have. Okay. 60% of the show. 3 members of the KVJ show have. And finally, raise your hand if you have pleasured yourself to another member of the show. Raise your hand. Ever done it?
Post new hair.
That goes without saying. Okay. Yeah, we're not whacking it to each other, but
We know too much.
Way too much.
okay. Some other interesting things to delve into. We'll get into that the After the Show podcast. We do. If you never checked it out, we do this thing that you can see. It's on YouTube. It is also on our website, kvjshow.com. Or if you have any kind of podcast app, what's a podcast? Well, there's podcast apps. They're on your phone. You can go on there and just look for it. If you have an iPhone, like I do, you go on there and it is a purple app and it says podcasts. You go on there and you type in the KVJ show, and our thing will come up, and you can subscribe, and it'll be there every single day for you. Our show without music and commercials, and then the After the Show podcast is right on the back end of that.
It's going to get real filthy today. It's going to be the podcast. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Have some more vodka, David Lee Roth. Your jokes aren't hitting, bruh.
If they're not funny, that's so rock and roll. When they're not funny, that's rock and roll.
Oh, he's drinking.
Oh, no, stop. Oh, gosh. That's too much.
Rock and roll.
All right. Well, there you go.
I'm sorry, Kevin.